All right, let's have a little heart to heart, shall we? We all want to look and feel like our most fabulous selves, but then, bam, our closet just decides to betray us and sneak a couple extra years into our vibe. Not today, Satan. We're about to call out some sneaky little mistakes that unfortunately make you look old, but we're going to talk about how you can fix them. And I want to preface this video and just tell you the energy behind this is your girlfriend just giving you the truth. Wouldn't you want somebody to let you know that you had a little bit of something in your teeth, or you got a piece of toilet paper stuck to your foot after you come out of the bathroom? Of course you would. This is all in love. Absolutely no shade. You are amazing. We're just gonna buff it right out and get you back to looking like the queen that you are. Make sure that you stick around to the end, because the last tip is a beauty tip that I was making this mistake for a while and it's super easy to fix. Let's get into the first thing that is unfortunately maybe aging you. And that is not cleaning out your closet. Girl, don't even get me started. I like cleaning out my closet, and I also hate it because it's a huge process to do, and then it kind of forces me to come to terms with my fashion hoarding sensibilities. And I really don't like to get rid of things. But if you find that when you go into your closet to look for something to wear and you're feeling more overwhelmed than excited or inspired, then it's probably because your closet is full of things that just do not reflect your style, who you are, or where you're at in life currently. Going and purging out things that don't serve you anymore can be so freeing, and it can create more space in your wardrobe to actually see and appreciate the things that do make you feel good without having so much clutter everywhere. I'm literally preaching to the choir right now. In your closet, these are the kind of things that you want to sort of ask yourself. Number one, does this fit me? Do I feel amazing in this? If the answer is no, let it go. Let it go. 3, is this still me? If it's not, let it go to a new home where it will be them. Be a little ruthless. Figure out what still speaks to you and what doesn't. Some of these things you've probably had sitting in there for forever, and you're just holding on to them for whatever reason. It's time to let it go. Okay, the second thing that's probably aging you is shopping at the same stores for years and years and years. Look, I get it. When you find something that works for you and you love it, I totally understand. But sometimes if you're shopping at the exact same store and never branching out and trying anything new, you're kind of limiting yourself. I used to love shopping at Forever 21. I don't shop there anymore because I feel like their clothes have not been interesting in a long time. But that could also be because my style and my tastes have changed. I value higher quality, nicer things now than I used to when I was 25. Would you shop at the same store that you bought your prom dress at? No. It's easy to get into a comfort zone sort of thing where you feel comfortable shopping at a certain store, you're used to it. But chances are that is putting you in a sort of a rut. Maybe you have this preconception that because you are a certain age, you should be shopping at a certain store because you thought, okay, I've reached this age, it's time for me to, grow up. Sometimes that can age you. Because you are a certain age doesn't mean you have to dress your age. I'm a component for dressing exactly how you feel the most confident, and what you feel like resonates with you, expresses who you are on the inside. I'm never going to dress my age. My aspirations are to be channeling the late great Iris Apfel in my golden years. So that's where I'm at. And go check out some different retailers that maybe you see and appreciate, but you think, oh, that's not for me. I think that shopping somewhere different can really shake things up, give you some fresh inspiration. By the way, if you're enjoying today's video and you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below for more fun fashion styling videos like this one. And if you have been around for a while and you do enjoy my content and you haven't gone and found me over on Instagram and TikTok, which we still have for now, then I would love to see you over there on one of those two platforms. All right, let's get into the next tip. Sort of similar to the last one, but it's getting stuck dressing in your favorite decade. Let me know if this resonates with you, but I feel like your fashion taste and your musical taste can potentially get stuck in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, you're young, you're full of energy, and theoretically you have the least amount of responsibilities that you're going to have in your adult life. Now, this is a generalization. I know everyone's lives are different and that might not be true for everyone, but generally speaking, right? I know for me, That's how it was. I had time on my hands and I knew all the up and coming musical artists, especially indie rock. Like I was on the internet finding all the cool bands before they blew up. I was very much somebody who prided myself on that. As I got older, I had less and less time to care about musical artists. I find myself still listening to those bands that I got into in my 20s and not really branching out as much and finding new artists to like. And I think a lot of people have that happen to them. And I think the same thing is true about fashion, because think about it, you have a lot of time to like pay attention to trends and what's the hottest thing when you're that age. As you get older, you get more and more responsibilities, you have less time to care, and then before you know it, you're kind of still just doing the comfortable thing, the styles and the fashion that you got into when you were younger, because you feel like that works for you, or that's what that's what you're comfortable with, and you really just feel like you don't have time to like dabble and figure out new fashion trends. Millennials, I'm looking at you. If you are still wearing trends that were big in the 2010s, you gotta stop, okay? I've seen women who you can tell like the 80s were like the prime time of their life because they still kind of dress like they're in the 80s in certain ways, or the 90s. You see what I'm saying? It can really age you, unfortunately, because you're very clearly still stuck in whatever that decade was rather than staying current and looking modern. And I don't mean that you have to go out and like buy all the trends all the time. What I am saying is very, very important is to have a wardrobe full of classic staple pieces that stand the test of time that you can wear and, mix and match with different things. Maybe some of those pieces from that decade that you still love, that you don't want to throw out, that give a sort of timeless look to your style so that you don't look so dated or trapped in insert whatever decade. It can be fun to try to keep up with the trends a little bit, maybe dabble in one or two every once in a while to just update your look, to sort of bring you into the present day. Try experimenting, maybe get out of your comfort zone a little bit. This one drives me crazy. Number 4 is oversized and overly matronly clothing. Like a lot of times, stores that market themselves to people who are older women especially, they just make these big, baggy, oversized clothes that these pieces just scream, don't look at me, I don't care about my appearance, and you shouldn't care what I have to say. Sad, but it's true. And this doesn't even just apply to like older women. I also feel like when women become moms, a lot of times they feel like now that they're a mom, they have to dress a certain way. They have to dress more, I don't know, grown up, matronly, conservative. And if that's how you truly want to dress, then absolutely. You shouldn't think that because you reach certain milestones in life, now you have to give up dressing in a way that makes you feel good. But in general, wearing oversized everything is just going to make you look frumpy. And what is so crucial is to really know what your body type is, what your measurements are, and shop and dress for your body type. And you may not have the same body type that you had when you were younger. So you may still be shopping and dressing for the body type that you had, but now your body has changed. And so it's important to know what you're working with and dress yourself accordingly. If you've got great legs, wear the skirt. Wear the shorts. If you've got a really nice waist, emphasize that. If you've got a chest that you like to, show off, then do that. The key is to find pieces that fit and flatter and not to just drown yourself in fabric. If you still like wearing certain things oversized, then just give it a balance. If you want to wear baggy pants, wear something a little bit more fitted on top. And likewise, if you want to wear a more baggy shirt, wear something a bit more fitted on the bottom just to show your shape. All right, number 5 can be a toughie, and that is questionable patterns and fabrics. Let's start with patterns. There are so many patterns that will age you absolutely instantly. And I talk about some of these offensive patterns on my recent How to Dress Sexy But Still Be Classy video, but they bear repeating in this video too because they can truly just age you years in seconds. The one that's the biggest offender is definitely florals. And when you shop for florals or when you wear florals, I think the thing to keep in mind is that bigger florals are usually better than like the small little compact florals that are all in like a uniform sort of pattern, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put some visuals on the screen because I think that will illustrate what I'm trying to say better. But a lot of times like big florals look more modern. Florals that have a little bit more of an abstract vibe to them also are a lot more modern looking. These sort of like uniform looking florals that look kind of like wallpaper will make you look old. And like these especially, I feel like are so dated in the 2010s. Like please stop wearing these floral prints. print. I don't know what to even call this, but it's like sometimes you'll see like florals with like some other prints mixed in there, like checkered or like tie-dye or whatever. It's like a mashup of like 2 or 3 or 4 different ideas going on. Please never put this on your body again. If I see somebody wearing something like this, no matter how old they are, I just feel like it makes them look even more old. Chevron patterns, another very dated print. I'm looking at you millennials. We did love our chevrons back in the day, but please, please leave them in the past. And if you Gen Zs try and bring the chevron back, I'm not going with you down that road, and you can hold me to it. Let's talk about fabrics, because a lot of times the problem is when you have some of these dated looking patterns and they are printed on really bad fabrics like polyester or jersey, stuff that is just cheap. These two things together make for a really cheap looking piece of clothing. Jersey, I know it feels comfortable, it's stretchy, but it tends to not fall very nicely on the body, and it can be very unforgiving depending on what the garment is. If you are on a budget and you're looking to invest in some better quality fabric classic pieces, Quince is like my absolute go-to for that. I have so many videos on Quince, different hauls and reviews. So if you are interested in learning more about them as a brand and seeing what they're all about, I will link my Quince playlist right here so that you can go like see some of these pieces in action. They are super affordable, really nice fabrics. Look for fabrics that have some structure to them. Cotton, linen, silk, and satin. These will just give you that more structured, more sophisticated look. But if you still are on a budget, stick with more neutral colors if you have to go with these fabrics, because bright colors in these, synthetic fabrics it's just going to kind of show like the imperfection of the fabric, the imperfections of the construction of the garment if it's not like as well constructed. But when you buy these more affordable options in these synthetic fabrics in more neutral colors like black, navy, tan, gray, olive green, it can kind of help to mask imperfections a little bit better and make it look a little bit more expensive. This one is maybe an easy one to fix, and it's wearing the wrong colors. Now, first of all, I feel like a lot of women feel like they just should wear head to toe black because they've been told that wearing head to toe black is flattering, it's slimming. This can be true, and an all black look can be very chic and very sophisticated, but some women take it to the extreme where like that's all they want to wear, because for the reason that they think that it's flattering, not because it's something that really resonates with them. And if that's you, you can achieve that same slimming look in a monochromatic outfit of any color. It will give you that same vibe. While wearing black is great, it can wash you out. It can make your skin look a little bit more lifeless. And as you get older, you definitely want to wear colors that play up your own natural skin tone. A lot of times women, they like to wear these soft pastel colors, and that can also be a mistake because depending on your skin tone, especially if you're pale like me, as you get older, your skin starts to lose a little bit of its luster. And so when you're wearing these colors that can wash you out, it's really not helping. I really encourage you, if you have the ability and the means to do it, to get your color analysis done. I recently had mine done. I found out that I'm a vibrant spring, and I got some ideas of what colors really work for my skin tone, and it's wild when you see the colors that really light up your skin. It makes a huge difference in the way. And when you get your color analysis done, you can also learn about what makeup colors really work for you and like really help enhance your own natural beauty. And contrary to popular opinion, your color season is your color season for life. It's not going to change as you get older. So you're not going to be a winter when you're younger and then a summer when you're older. So once you have that knowledge, you really are more empowered to find the colors that really work for you, and it really does make a difference. 7, some of you guys are going to be mad, but it's wearing outdated denim. And I'm here to let you know, for all of you who are about to be like, you can take my skinny jeans out of my cold dead hands. Calm down. Okay, because I'm about to tell you that I think skinny jeans are going to come back this year, maybe next year, but I think they are coming back. So that being said, you don't have to go out and just throw out all the jeans that are out of style and buy all the jeans that are now in style. No, but if you invest in some good classic jean styles, like a good just straight leg denim, maybe a nice boot cut, these are kind of the styles that seem to stand the test of time, then you're going to have a good foundation of jeans that will work regardless of what the hot jean trend is at the moment. I've gotten to the point in life where I pretty much already have jeans of every style that have been in style in the past, and I don't really get rid of them. So I can pull out of my closet when something becomes back in style again. And I just choose to wear the styles that are more current. The bottom line is, if you want to look ageless and refined, going for classic denim styles in basic washes will serve you well. Because while the acid wash and the distressed and the bleached and the, ripped up jeans are all fun and games when they're in style, they quickly can go out of style, and then you're still wearing them, then it will date you, just like a couple points back when we were talking about being stuck in your favorite decade. Before we move on, I know I said that skinny jeans were going to come back, but I just want to say, can we please all decide to leave jeggings in the past? Because they don't do anybody any favors. Ladies, we have a problem. Your look needs a lift. If you can't tell by my bad jokes and puns, number 8 is all about your undergarments. Look, Oprah said in 2005, you might be wearing the wrong bra. You could be wearing the wrong size. Maybe it's too small now. Maybe it's a little bit too big and you've got gapping. Maybe it's worn out and just not serving you well anymore. But it never hurts to give your bra drawer a little, update from time to time. And if you're not sure what size you are anymore, you can absolutely go into a store and ask to be measured. If you have access to like a more specialty, small boutique type lingerie store, to go into one of those. But if all you've got around you is a department store like Macy's or Dillard's or, Nordstrom or something like that, you can definitely go into the lingerie department of one of those stores and ask to be measured, and somebody will be able to help you. Someone at one of these stores can give you insight and guidance based on your measurements of what bras will really work best for your body. Recently, threw out a bunch of old bras that I had been holding on to like freaking family heirlooms. I don't know why. But I got a couple new ones from Third Love. I am a huge fan of their 24/7 t-shirt bra, I believe is what it's called. This video is not sponsored by them. I just love it. I'm a organic fan of this bra. It's comfortable, it fits really well. And if you've never tried Third Love before, I recommend trying them out once you get measured and know what your size is, because they also offer like half cup sizes. So if you're between like 2 different bra sizes, Third Love can kind of accommodate that, which is pretty cool. And I don't really see a whole lot of other bra making brands out there offering that kind of sizing. Also, wearing granny panties or just underwear that just is not, serving you, we got to get rid of that. And one thing that drives me crazy that I think will age you is having visible panty lines. If you're wearing pants or a skirt that is tight, you really need to be wearing underwear that is seamless, that will disappear underneath clothes. Or you can do like I do and just wear thongs all the time. I'm much more comfortable in those because I know I'll never have a visible panty line no matter what I'm wearing. But of course, if those are uncomfortable for you, there's a lot of great seamless underwear out there that will not show up when you're wearing those tighter trousers or jeans. Just not a great look on the butt to have that line there. The last point that I'll make about this undergarment section is nude pantyhose. Wearing nude pantyhose is a surefire way to make you look older than you are. I know at one point that was like the thing to do, but it really is not now. And if you are a person who doesn't like to show their bare legs like that because you have different insecurities about them, I totally understand that. My legs are super pale, like most of the year, and I love wearing short skirts and shorts and things like that. So what I like to do, instead of wearing pantyhose that, kind of work to sort of camouflage imperfections and give you a little bit more color, is this Sally Hansen Perfect Legs spray, like a makeup for your legs almost. And you spray it on your legs, you rub it in, and it really does kind of help to blur little imperfections. It gives your legs that color that the pantyhose would give you. It has a little bit of hint of sparkle in it for some light reflecting, which just makes your legs look great. I love this stuff. I swear by it. You could also do self-tanner to give your legs a little bit of color, or instead of wearing nude pantyhose, those are just way better options than wearing the pantyhose. Like, just let's leave the nude pantyhose in the past because it's just a very, very dated look. We can't talk about things that are aging you without talking about your shoes, because shoes are a surefire way, if you're wearing certain pairs, that you will age yourself instantly. I understand the need for shoes that are comfortable as we get older. I mean, I'm in my 30s and I have arthritis in my foot, so I get it. Like, foot pain is real. Wearing shoes that accommodate your needs is very important, but I think that there are brands out there now that do include things that add comfort to you without looking like old lady shoes. Things that are like dead giveaways for this are sneakers that have Velcro on them. Like if you are somebody with like a certain mobility issue and like you must have Velcro, this does not apply to you. But like if you're just doing the Velcro because, I don't know, it's easier, don't. Clunky, overly strappy, like orthopedic looking sandals. There are much better sandal options out there that are comfortable, but a little bit more sleek, a little bit more streamlined. They're going to be a little bit more flattering on you. When you wear those clunky ones, I feel like it just makes you look like shorter, and it doesn't really give you any sort of elongating look. Kind of cuts you off because of all those straps going on your foot. Other shoes that are coming to mind are shoes that look like they should only be worn by people in the service industry, like servers, nurses, cooks, these type of shoes. They're so clunky, they're awful. If you want to wear flat, comfortable shoes, there are so many better options out there that will look more modern, more sleek, more youthful than these. I promise you. I'm not here to tell you to go out and start wearing 4-inch stiletto heels because I'm not going to do that. I would be in so much pain. You really don't have to sacrifice fashion for comfort. Like, you can find shoes that have both. I have a whole video on shoes and what shoes to stop wearing that I've made in the past. It's in the description box if you'd like to check that one out next. Thing that I feel like will age you very quickly is being too matchy-matchy. Back in the day, it was definitely a rule to try to match your bag with your shoes and with your belt if you were wearing a belt. And that is just not a thing anymore. And I think when you do it, it kind of does age you. Wearing things that complement each other is, I think, the way to do it now. If you wanted to match your shoes and your bag, I don't see anything terribly wrong with that, but don't match your belt too, please. The other thing that in terms of being too matchy is when you get like one of those jewelry sets where it's got like the earrings with the necklace that match, with the bracelet that matches. That's fine, but don't wear all of those things all together. Break them apart. Wear the earrings by themselves or wear the necklace, but when you wear all those things together, it again looks very dated. It doesn't look youthful and young and fresh. Let's talk about your glasses. If you've been wearing the same eyeglasses for the last 5+ years, it might be time to think about getting a new pair, because the pair that you've been wearing might be a bit outdated and those could also be aging you. Getting a fresh pair of glasses that are a little bit more of a modern style can update your look so easily and so effortlessly. And I don't know about you, but I always get excited to get a new pair of glasses because it's just another fun accessory that can add so much personality to your look. Obviously, you want to keep in mind the frames style that works well with your face shape. I know eyeglasses used to be super expensive to replace, but now there are so many great options out there where you can get affordable new pair of glasses for super cheap. Like Zenni is one of my favorites. Warby Parker is a great like mid-level sort of option, so you don't have to feel like you have to be married to the same eyeglasses. You can really change it up and inject some fun, fresh vibes into your outfits. Bonus tip. The makeup tip. And it's simple, and that is that less is more. I talked about this again in my previous video where I talked about how to dress sexy but classy at the same time. This also applies here, but wearing too much makeup can age you so much. And I mentioned in that video that like over the years of doing YouTube, seeing myself on camera, I have realized that I actually look better when I wear less makeup, when I do a more natural makeup look. I used to do like the craziest eyeshadows, and while it's fun to do that every once in a while when you have like a special occasion or a night out, and so now this is kind of like my everyday makeup look. And then I do like a really like more subtle, natural looking eyeshadow look. I used to do like really bold black cat eyeliner every single day. And I don't do that anymore because I feel like that was something that was aging me. That was something that was definitely marking me as a millennial. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very millennial makeup thing to have like the black cat eye. Not that I don't still do that every once in a while. I night out, but I don't do it every day. And the older that you get, you really want to stay away from wearing super heavy makeup. Another thing that you want to think about is to steer away from matte products and go towards more creamy products. So matte lipsticks, you might want to stay away from because that's super drying looking. Matte concealers or foundations can also not do very many wonders for your skin. When you have that more creamy consistency, it's just a little bit more forgiving when you start to have more mature skin, which I am learning about every day. So less is more. You're beautiful just the way you are. Now, one way to keep yourself from feeling outdated is having a wardrobe of great, classic, timeless pieces that you can mix and match with more trendy items that really stand the test of time. And if you're looking for a great place to start when it comes to shopping for those pieces, I've got this video right here from Quince, which is a great capsule wardrobe video. So go ahead and check that one out next. Let me know in the comments which one of these tips really resonated with you. And if you have any tips that you would like to add that you feel like I missed in regards to things that might be aging you, please leave them down in the comments. I would love to chat with you guys down there. Subscribe if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you all over here. And if not, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!